guys. This is ASMR Dex. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and for that, I apologize. I've just been a little bit busy with life and just working on my mental wellness and physical wellness. I'm at a point where I feel comfortable making videos again. So for today's video, I think I'm going to show off some of my Switch games. And we'll just talk about them and what I like about them. But first, let's do a little bit of controller sounds. I picked up the Switch with the two different Joy-Cons just because I liked the look of it, and I thought it looked better than the black Joy-Con controllers. Alright, let's set them over on the side for now. I also have the Pro controller as well. I use it a lot. It's a comfortable fit. The joystick here has a little bit of dirt and grime in it, but I'll have to clean that out later. I'm just now noticing it. It makes some nice noises too. I like watching the little green light go back and forth as it's trying to sync to my Switch. The Switch itself. It's a very reflective surface. the screen is a little bit dirty. I have to clean it too. But it works just fine, of course. Alright, let's set it aside. So let's start with some of my games. The first game we have is Minecraft. Single player mode is just great. Of course, it's not as good as it would be on the computer, but for what it is, it's a great game. It's a great port, I should say. Although, if you're playing with a friend on multiplayer, sometimes there is a lag, a big lag, in which everything stops loading, and you can keep traveling, but the map won't load, and you can't break certain blocks, or any blocks for that matter, while it loads in multiplayer. So single player is great. I love playing survival and just making myself a house, getting some animals and a farm. I don't really do a whole lot besides that. I don't really have an end game in mind. Like, I won't go and fight the Ender Dragon, for example. I'll just make a game, make my farm, make my house, get some animals, and just play for a bit until I get bored. And eventually, I'll just repeat the process and make a new world. Includes Super Mario Mashup and more. So basically, it's just a world, a skin, a texture pack of Super Mario stuff, which is pretty cool, but the music gets really repetitive and it loops really quickly, so it's pretty annoying. I prefer the default Minecraft music over it, but that's just me. So I'll set that down now. So, the first game that I got with my Switch was, of course, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which is a fantastic game. I've beaten it a couple of times on the Wii U before I got my Switch, but I played through it again on the Switch, but I haven't quite beaten it yet. I'm maybe 2 temples in, which of course are the guardians in this game. But I've got a lot of hearts, and I found the Master Sword. So I'm just kind of exploring and doing my own thing, and taking my time on this version. And of course, searching for Korok seeds, and just overall killing monsters, finding cool weapons, that sort of stuff, doing shrines. Great game. 100% recommend getting it if you haven't played it. My next game is a game I got for Christmas, which is Octopath Traveler. fan of old school Final Fantasy games, not even super old school, just the turn-based Final Fantasy games, for example, then this is a great game. It is made by Square Enix, and it plays like your standard turn-based JRPG, which is basically Final Fantasy, of course. When you begin the game, you can start with one of 8 characters, and you can either do a solo run with that one character that you choose, or gather party members, the other 7 characters, and then beat all of their stories as well. I started with the warrior, Alberic, and then I believe I got Tressa next, followed by Primrose, and then Cyrus. I have them all now, and my main team consists of Alberic, Cyrus, Ophelia, and Honnet. But I do really enjoy using Therion. Therion is a thief, and he's actually, well, thieves in most JRPGs are pretty good, but they're also pretty squishy. He can get around his squishiness by certain moves like HP Thief, which attacks his opponent twice, and he heals for some HP that he deals. And you can dual class in this game, so making him a warrior as well as a thief, I should say, makes him a little more sturdy. But yeah, if you're really in the mood to play a good old turn-based style fighting game, then Octopath Traveler is a great game to pick up. Next up, we have Splatoon 2. I should play this game a little more. I'm only level 17, I think. It's really fun. I'm sure you already know what it is, but if you don't, you basically, you paint a map, and you're on a team versus other players, and it's 4 versus 4 usually, and the goal is to paint the map in your team's color, and you get points by painting the map, and you get more points by painting over the enemy player's color. The goal of the game, or of a certain part of the game, is to, well, take over the map, of course. And it's really fun and really cute. But I can only play in little bursts at a time, because I usually end up on the losing team because I'm not that good. But practice makes perfect, so I should probably just play a little more. Very fun game though. Very fun. Sorry, I don't have much to say about it. But maybe in a future video, after I've played this for a little bit, I can come back and give a better review on it. Alright, we have 2 more games to go. Warrior Warriors Orochi 4. I got this game for Christmas as well. If you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, or Samurai Warriors, or even Hyrule Warriors, it's that style of fighting game, and it's made by Koei Tecmo, of course. Warriors Orochi combines Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors into one world where you have to fight a demon king named Orochi and his armies. You have to join forces with warriors from feudal Japan and the Warring States era of China and come together to defeat this strong demon at the very end of the game. I was actually surprised when this game was being released. I had thought that Warriors Orochi 3 would be the end because of how it ended. It seemed to have wrapped up nicely, but the story of this game is done well, and I would definitely recommend picking it up if you're a fan of the Warriors series at all. The combat is fun, and it adds magic in this game, so you can use other abilities that normally your characters couldn't use, and it just makes things a little more enjoyable and entertaining while you grind levels and find new weapons. Yeah. I haven't played with 2 players, but I'd have to imagine the co-op wouldn't be too bad on it. It was just fine in Warriors Orochi 3, so it can't be too bad in Warriors Orochi 4. The last game I have to show is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. All my friends that I knew were getting Pikachu, so I got Eevee to get the version exclusives and to complete the Pokedex, which I have at this point. I like this game so much. I made another profile on my Switch just to play it again. With a better mindset of how the game actually worked, how the catching mechanics worked, how the candy system worked, how the EVs worked, which aren't called EVs in this game. They have another name. I just can't recall the name right now. IVs are still in the game, of course. And, yeah, I'm using a different party than my last playthrough. Except Eevee. I still have Eevee on my team, but I don't know if I'll keep him throughout the entire game. I'm about 3 badges in right now, and I have a good 4 permanent Pokemon on my team. I will probably switch out my Pidgeotto and my Eevee when I catch a Ghastly and something else, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm sure you've all seen trailers for this game, or have it yourself, so I won't go into much detail about what goes on in this game. And it's just a remake of the original games Red, Blue, and Yellow. More so yellow than red and blue, of course. Because you only get the one starter choice, and you fight Team Rocket. Well, Jesse and James of Team Rocket, which is specifically from Pokemon Yellow. So that's it. These are all of the physical guides games that I have. Actually, we'll just keep that here. I own Stardew Valley as well as a digital copy, and I have Pokemon Quest and the NES app on the Switch as well. I play a lot of Dr. Mario. I have this Switch case to carry my games and my Switch around with. It's a Breath of the Wild case. And if I open it up, it has a nice holder for my Switch. And let's see, I'll have to move some stuff. And I have a few Switch games up here too. Splatoon 2. Let's Go. Zelda. And Minecraft. This makes some nice tapping noises. Alright, so I'm gonna make this video a bit on the shorter end, and for that I'm sorry, but I just wanted to make this quick video to sort of get back into making videos. And they might be between 20 to 25 minutes for a little bit, but I'll get back up to that half an hour mark eventually. But like I said, I just need to get back into the swing of things. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.